So I asked them at the chief of the Commissioner of Police headquarters, when will they call me for some kind of outcome. I don't even know if they're going to give us the passport. It's impossible. How are we going to get a passport for a child? And we can't get any medical reason for him to leave, because we'd already gone to the Georgetown Public Hospital and they wouldn't give us clearance. They said they were quite able to operate on him in Georgetown, so it wasn't essential. So we all went back home to my place, and she went back to her place, the Dr. Kristen Ferguson and her son. And at 9:45 a.m. the same day, a phone call in my house. They said, "Come and pick up your passport." And I just thought, that is impossible. It's impossible. Couldn't believe it. So I rang up the Dr. Kristen Ferguson and her son, and I said, "We got the passport," and we just went crazy. Oh my God, it's possible. We might actually pull this off. So we ran to the passport place, the chief of police, Commissioner of Police headquarters. We picked up the passport and went straight into the visa application as a tourist for him, and we had to transfer $160 into the American US visa account. But it would take 2 days for that to happen, and we would have lost any opportunity of getting a visa. So we went and saw the managing director of the bank and explained the situation to him. And he immediately phoned one of his staff downstairs and said, "Wire it now to their account, now, this minute." So then we hopped into a taxi and went whizzing round to the American visa office and said, "It's been wired, you want verification, phone this man." And then I was outside the visa office, trying to hustle a visa, and the man said, "You're not American." And that did occur to me, actually, about the fact that I wasn't American. And then I thought, Dr. Kristen Ferguson is American, and she's going to handle it from this. I've done everything in my power to get to this point. It's her story now. So she went in and spoke to them, and they said that they had to be at the office the next day at 7:30 a.m. with both parents. It may sound kind of normal that you would arrive with two people, but knowing the two people, I rely on the mother, but she's always late. And the father, you have to pick him up because he can never turn up. So anyway, we arrived with both parents at 7:30 the next morning. Well, I didn't, because I wasn't there, because I'm not American, I couldn't go in. Explained the story to them. Luckily for us, the father was drunk. Because I think that the man giving visas out that day went, "Oh, that kid needs a break. Look at this." Luckily for us, he was completely drunk. And they said, listen to the story and said, "Come back the next day," which is a Friday now, "and pick up the visa." And we only asked for 6 months, because that's what we were begging for, just 6 months so we could have the operation. So we picked up the passport, and we're very excited. We're at the Children's Aid Centre. Dr. Kristen Ferguson was giving like every day she gives a medical outreach post, and we had people queuing up to be tested for this, that and the other. And she'd arranged for her neighbour to give us free air miles to fly Sachin home. And she arranged with the brother and all the surgeons, and everything was all lovely, lovely. And this child, the week before, he was just living a normal life, and suddenly he's going to have an operation he desperately needs. And go and live with some people he's bonded with incredibly. Because the son of the doctor who came with him, Brendan, the second he saw Sachin, there was a bond so strong you couldn't put a knife and tear them apart. I used to observe them.